If someone is really watching it, welcome back to my channel devoted to my anxiety-depression disorder. Here I'm talking about my background story, my experience, and the reason why I'm making a video right now is that because I want to share my experience with lots of different people, and I think also it would be great if all the things I'm talking about can help others who can struggle with the same things at the moment. And in the previous video I've told you guys that I didn't notice first red flags during my first year at university. I started feeling bad, I started crying from time to time, but back then I thought it was okay. I thought that it was just such a period of my life I had to struggle. Obviously, it wasn't right. It wasn't even the right position to think like that, but I can understand it now. Yeah. And so then it was already summer, and during summer I got new problems. First of all, I want to tell you guys that there are different reasons for my disorder, not just my university. In general, I like my major and I like all the things about it. It's pretty complex. There are many different reasons for that. And one of them is that in August of 2020 I got new health problems. They are still, unfortunately, still connected with my back. Back then I got back pain. It was really quite severe, and for some time I couldn't even walk like a normal person, and I was in pain like 24/7, all the time in pain. And just if someone is wondering, yes, I have visited different doctors and I've been prescribed different medications, but so far nothing has helped me except for physical activity. But back then I didn't have time for physical activity at all. And my pain got worse if I sat for a long time. And my pain also got worse even if I slept. So it was really hard. And it was harder for me to attend classes. I started missing lots of different university stuff, all the information I had to know. I didn't have energy for it already. And I started crying even more. At first it was maybe once a week, then twice a week, then several times a day also. And yeah, it wasn't a good time at all. Then again, I had my exams, and I don't know how, but I got high results. And actually, I don't really remember if I was proud of myself back then. I don't remember already. Yeah, and then the second semester of the second semester of the second year at university started. And everything got even worse because, yeah, obviously I had the same problems as during the previous year at university. I didn't have enough time to sleep, to eat, to communicate with other people and so on. It was, again, exhaustion and plus pain. I was in pain all the time. So, during summer already I wasn't able to take all the exams. One of the exams I had to retake already in September because I couldn't prepare for it. It was already too much for me. Then summer started and I cried a lot, almost every day. I felt really lonely. Well, the reason is that I'm quite a lonely person right now, so maybe also that's why. And still I was in pain. And so back then I didn't think even that I might have had any disorders. And I think that if during that time eventually I had gone to the doctor would have probably told me that I already had this disorder, because obviously I wasn't okay anymore. And the next red flag I should have thought about it, was the moment when I had to retake that exam. I prepared a lot, I got a high result, and I didn't feel anything, like, at all. I didn't have any feelings. At least, if I was okay, I had to feel something. At least relief, that I was able to do it. But nothing. I felt empty, like an empty vessel. And it just was, for me, the biggest red flag, because at that moment I should have realized that something happened with my feelings. They were damaged. And maybe my mistake was in even starting this new year at university, because again I wasn't okay at all, and if previously at least I had some energy to do something, I had to. I just couldn't. And my mental health got worse during this year. I mean, this studying year, but previous year, 2021. I stopped feeling like a lot of things. From time to time, I felt joy, I felt happiness, especially when there were periods of time when my back pain wasn't so much intense. And when it happened, I usually danced at home, and it was like, pretty great. But then those periods, they were like shorter and shorter, and then they just disappeared. It was already maybe about New Year when I was so empty that I didn't have any emotions. Like, I felt empty, I felt bad, sometimes I felt sad, but except for that, nothing at all. And it was pretty scary, and I didn't want to think that probably I had a disorder. I thought that maybe something would change. Maybe I just need some time. Well, it didn't happen. And again, about red flags. This period, this first semester of the third year at university already, usually I had this desire to drink. It's not a usual thing for me, like at all. Usually I don't drink, and I don't think it's a nice thing, yeah, for our health. But obviously I felt that bad that I wanted to drink like all the time. And in November, our university again was closed because of COVID, and all the students had to study from home. And I went to my hometown to visit my family, and I bought something to drink like almost every evening. And for me it was just something out of ordinary. It wasn't okay, and I didn't really think about it. Yeah. Then I returned to the city where I'm studying, and I continued to drink something from time to time. And already after New Year, I still had some alcohol at home, some champagne, and maybe twice I get drunk. And finally I felt happy and everything. I had all the emotions. And I guess it's the scariest thing here. The moment when you have to realize that something is wrong because you actually start drinking, when it's not okay for you at all. So yeah, finally I had some emotions, but after that I just finally understood that I need to find help. I need to go to the doctor because I can't do it anymore. I can't. Yeah, and I guess it's the end of the second video. That's all of my background information, and if someone is really watching it, really thank you. And if this information might be somehow helpful in your situation, it would be great. And if you want to say something, probably you can leave a comment. Yeah. And well, see you in future videos, I guess. Yes, thank you again for watching it.